So in this tradition you can enter into this path at any time. But if you are not a seeker, you have lot of mind is running after the pleasure in the world, and you are not aware of that, Tantra is not for us. Until you become a seeker at the highest level. So I had got lot of bitter experiences, and then I realized why this is bitter in my early stages. So now see that we have been doing the first chapter. We understood what is the nature of the real self. And in the second chapter, now compare critically. Not compare that, I should become sad, I don't have that experience, because we are not a seeker at that level. So he is explaining that what happened to me after understanding, practicing, knowing what is the real nature. So now compare in the first verse, the seeker says, how wonderful, I am tranquil, taintless, pure knowledge, transcending matter. Until now means before reaching to this experience of the real self, I have been deceived by the delusion. So now I don't have any delusion. Now what Master Seeker is saying, Seeker is narrating his own experiences. So as we continue the journey, we will reach to these experiences. So in the second verse he says, I alone give light to this body. So I do to the world. So I am giver of a light. I am the sun. That sun means I am the pure consciousness. Do I have that experience? So that will tell us how much we are progressing into meditation. See that? In the third sutra, third verse, so he says, so now I have abandoned the body. Means I have transcended the body and everything else by some good fortune. So he is not giving credit to his practices. He says, I have been doing the practice, but because of the grace, my true self is now known to me. You see the sense of humility? So I will invoke one principle there, a deeper principle. In the fourth verse, you might remember, just as waves, foams, bubbles are not different from water, so all this which emanated from myself is not other than me. Do I have that experience? Even one of these experiences you have, can I say with brevity, should I dare to say that any one of these experiences, if it takes place, it is irreversible. Now you are sleeping, you live into that state. You wake up in the morning, aha, I am into that state. There is always aha moment all the time. Then I need not to say, please keep smiling. Don't be so serious. You know your nature is there. So the next verse, it is again a beautiful verse. So what is that beautiful verse? It says, Yatha eva ikshurase klarapta tena vyapta eva sharkara tatha vishwam mai klaptam maya vyaptam nirantaram. Now see that what he says, and then we will understand it clearly. So that knowledge should remain in your mind, and you should contemplate again and again, reflect on again and again. You are sitting, okay, let me contemplate for a few minutes. So once you contemplate, that very knowledge will be clear. So what is the meaning of this verse? Just as sugar produced from the sugar cane is thoroughly infused within the juice. So if you have a sugar cane juice, you cannot say that at the bottom it is more sweet, at the surface it is less. It is permeating equally in every drop of that sugar cane juice. So what he is referring now? What it has to do with the sugar cane and meditation? So he says similarly, the universe is produced in me. How daring that statement! And is wholly permeated by me without any interruption. So if I'm permeating in you and everyone, what happens? Do I have an experience of oneness, one reality? In the beginning, David and Stephen, they have been regulars. In the beginning, we have been understanding the vision and the colors and a lot of other stuff. But now, this master is saying, seeker is saying, do you have this experience? Come on. So now, understand from which principle it has come. Knowledge creates and enters into what it creates. Did you understand that? We get married, we produce our offspring, but we do not enter into our kids. So what is this? Knowledge creates and enters into what it creates. So there is a continuity of the knowledge, and that knowledge is nothing but the pure consciousness, whether you say consciousness or knowledge. So it means the knowledge is beginningless and endless. Knowledge contains consciousness, consciousness contains knowledge. We cannot separate them. Now ask another question. This is another method of teaching in Eastern wisdom. What is that teaching? So, you have heard what this seeker is saying, this is my experience. So, one way of teaching is that the teacher asks the question and he answers. Why? To make the concept clear. Now, I'm asking another question. Is knowledge created by man or God? Be rational totally. Understanding. Or if I say knowledge creates God and individual, which statement is true? If the knowledge is beginningless and endless, then the knowledge creates God and individual. It means what is created by the knowledge cannot be separated from the creator. What is created by the knowledge is always full of knowledge. So if I am created by the knowledge, which is consciousness, it means I contain the entire knowledge in that. What is yoga? Reveal that knowledge. What is meditation? Reveal that knowledge. Now put the counter question to understand. If knowledge is created by the God, has he created the knowledge by ignorance or knowledge? There must be some. David is happy now. I always talk of rational reasoning. Yeah, if the moment you are a seeker, then I have to talk like this. Now ask this question. If knowledge has... what question I asked? If knowledge created by the God, has he created knowledge by ignorance or knowledge? And if by knowledge, so it is beginningless and endless. Knowledge cannot be created by ignorance. So simple. Clear? Understand that? When we do not know the nature of the knowledge, now the problem comes. When we do not know the very essence of the knowledge or the consciousness, then what happens? Delusion. Delusion to depression, to problem, to pain, to suffering. So what is the meaning of meditation here? That by listening, learning, I enter into the knowledge of that consciousness where, here and now. By practice? No. So you see that? You find the same teacher here on Mondays and Thursdays where I say, no, learn this, practice this, practice this, practice this. And the same teacher is saying, no practice is required. Practice will not take you anywhere. Both are true. Both are true. It means where you stand. What is the level of your ignorance? I give one example like this. You're just outside your home and I call you. Hey, where are you? Are you at home? Oh, yes. I'm just outside the home. And you are 1,000 miles away from the home. Are you outside your home? Yes, I'm outside. In both the cases, you are outside your home. It doesn't take even a second to enter into your home. And if you're 1,000 miles away, it takes time. So, understand the level of the seekers who has to travel 1,000 miles to go inside the home, and if you are just outside. So go ahead. Ask another question. What is the origin of knowledge or consciousness? What is the origin? One thing we have to understand clearly. It was not created in time, space, or location. Knowledge is beyond time. It is in the present, it was in the present, it is in the present, it was in the past, and it will continue to be into the future. You see, clarity. Knowledge is beyond time. Knowledge is beyond location. Knowledge is also beyond location. Whether you say it is beyond location means that it is not present in America and it is present in India, we cannot say that. How simple it is. Understand that. So it means the knowledge is beyond time, beyond location, and beyond the shape. Shape means look at this shape, look at your shape. Knowledge is beyond shape also. Knowledge is beyond color also. We have to contemplate. When you contemplate and reflect, you will see, oh wow, this is what he was saying. So what happens? All shapes manifest from knowledge. All time, past, present, and the future is expressed in knowledge. They appear. What appears? Past, present, and future appear because of ignorance. Otherwise, there is one time, there is one space. It is behind the color. Can I be aware of that state of consciousness within me? I am there. That knowledge is known as Satchidananda. What is that? English translation, that knowledge is absolute existence, consciousness, bliss. Why we say absolute? I have already explained it before. It is beginningless and endless. Now, with that understanding, read the verse, you will find, oh, this is what he is saying. Now what happens? Where is the problem that I cannot experience this state of consciousness, this state of meditation here and now? Now figure out. Why? When I have understood it is beginningless, it is endless, it is beyond time, space and shape and the color and the location, then why I don't? If I am the knowledge, if I am the pure consciousness, why I do not experience? Ask yourself. You see the logic, the way the masters explains each and every aspect. So our master says, impurities. What are those impurities? Caused by the 6 enemies. What are those 6 enemies? They are desire, anger or hesitation, greed, pride, and I have talked about that many a times. Kam, krodh, lobh, mad, mat. So pride, delusion, and strong identification with the body. Now see that I am the body. This is my knowledge. So it is preventing me to know what really I am. How simple. Second problem is the distractions, hesitation. As long as hesitation in the mind is there, I cannot have that deeper experience. So what I need? Right knowledge, some practices. And the third problem comes is of ignorance. Ignorance can only be removed by knowledge. So this master's teaching says, he has explained, this is the real self. No, but doubt comes in my mind. From where the doubt has come? Because I have been claiming I am the body, so doubt is there. So what happens? What is the definition of a doubt? Do you remember I explained you? Master says doubt simply means knowledge is sleeping. You have to work on the mind to gain to that knowledge. That knowledge. So now if you go to this verse, what is real self? It is knowledge. I cannot have a knowledge without consciousness. So is consciousness and the knowledge are together? They are not together. They are essentially one. How can I claim that I know you if I am not conscious? So consciousness and the knowledge goes together? Now see what is happening, how you enter into that deeper experiences. One example. Pay attention to it. I know you. You know me? Yes. I know you because I see you. Clear? That is the knowledge. Because I see you, you see me. How do I know myself? By seeing. How do I know myself? When I say I see you, I am the seer, knower, you are the known. So what is known? I see you through my sense organs. Clear? Clear? So I see you through my sense organs. Knowledge is there. Are you paying attention? Knowledge is there. Now, when I say I see you, so how do I see me? Do I see myself through the sense organs? How do I know myself? Do you pass on the information? Oh, this is the way you should know yourself? Not very difficult. I don't see through my sense organs and still I know myself. I know myself. I know. Know. Knowledge. Right? Clear? Right? Do I need to believe that I love myself? Belief comes from the mind. That knowledge is already there. Even in the dark room, I know myself. So the mind has to be lifted. That is why we say in a symbolic language, the mind has to go deeper within. Deeper within, lifting up. Sense organs will limit my knowledge. Clear? Inference will limit my knowledge. I don't want mind to know myself. Let me sit in the state of the calmness, living within. That living within leads me to awakening. What he says, Yatha evekshuraso, just as the sugar produced from the sugar cane is thoroughly infused within its juice. Knowledge, beginningless, endless. It is consciousness. Similarly, that entire universe is produced in me. What is that me? Not this is body, this is not Javed or Anne or Jerry or Girish. It is consciousness. Can I shift? Can I shift myself living in ignorance to that pure consciousness, which is knowledge? So if I translate this, if the universe is produced in that knowledge, consciousness, and who is that knowledge and consciousness? I am. Hence, I am permeating everywhere. You are making me crazy. You are already crazy because you are limited by time, space, and so there is no need to make you crazy. I am my body, you are crazy. I am my mind, you are crazy. I am pure consciousness, that is the truth. This is my experience. This is what is the experience of a seeker of this meditation. Just see that it blows your mind. Once you even understand, oh, is that so? That is what is known as awakening. That is what is known as realization. That is the goal of meditation. That is the goal of meditation. So let us start our journey. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, my friends. You see that again we have started doing the practice. This master says no practice. But we are adding practice. This practice is almost a non-practice. Why? We are not asking the mind to do something. We are asking the mind to be aware. What is awareness? It is knowledge. What is knowledge? It is my experience. So the experience of the real self is as vivid as I see you and you see me. It is not in the heaven. So eyes are closed, looking at the body, awareness of the body, feeling the body, and that feeling gives me again the knowledge. What is that knowledge? Knowledge of sensation in the body, knowledge of comfort in the body, knowledge of steadiness in the body. Just pay attention to the knowledge only. If there is a knowledge, then I experience sensation, comfortable, and steadiness. If I know what it means to look inside the head, then I am looking inside the head. See that? Without knowledge, nothing exists. But when I say knowledge, it is also a consciousness. Look at it. Now we understand. Look at the entire body. Am I the body? Am I the body? No. We are just aware. Means what? Knowledge. Can I say we are just in knowledge? So what knowledge creates enters into its creation. So if I say body, mind, intellect, ego as one unit of creation, the knowledge is already there. It is here and now. Do I know it? That is the thing. So just being comfortable, lure the mind. Okay, mind? You need to drop your impurity, your distraction, your ignorance. So looking at the neck joint, you see again, the way we are moving in a different way. So you look at the neck joint. Knowledge is on both the sides. You know the neck joint and knowledge of the neck joint is there. See that? We need not to do anything. And then second level of the knowledge comes sensation, comfortable, and steadiness. Very good. So this is a knowledge of an object. An object is appearance, like the waves in the water. Okay, then what is left? Mind absorbs into the infinite space. Very good. It naturally absorbs into the infinite space. Can you find the location where you are? You are everywhere. Why? We are knowledge. See that. So again, educating the mind, looking at the shoulder joints. Shoulder joints, object, seen, knowledge. Okay, experience, sensation, comfortable and steadiness. That is also knowledge. Knowledge on both the sides. See that? Mind divides. I know you. Then going deeper into the space. Very good. Into the space. Where you are in the space. Means where you are in the space. Everywhere. Even if you leave a point in the space where you are not, knowledge is not there. I believe you are understanding. It only needs understanding. Nothing else. Looking at the entire body, all the joints of the body. So the moment I look at a particular location or a joint, the mind has limited itself. So we say, no, but no worries. Experience sensation, comfortable, and steadiness. Now see how the mind dissolves that ignorance. Can I say one sensation or two sensation, one steadiness or two steadiness? No, it is one. Oh, so the mind gets some blueprint of oneness. And then you go deeper. You are looking into the space. And you are, when you say you are looking into the space, and you know, you have a knowledge that space is infinite. How do you know? Because you are everywhere. What? Yes. That is the fact. That is the only truth. What restricts me? Mind. How? Impurity, distraction, ignorance. You're not doing anything. It's a non-practice. You're there. Now you're familiar with when I say be carefree. Carefree means what? I explained you before. Let thought come, let it go, let it stay, let it leave, and you are free. How do you know that you are free? Because of the knowledge. How do you know the thoughts are coming and going? Because of the knowledge. What? Yes. So knowledge is permeating everywhere. Like the sugar is permeating in every drop of the sugarcane juice. So what I have to do? Should I control the distraction? No. Everywhere there is a knowledge. So what is the point here? It is that knowledge permeating in every thought. I am aware of that. That leads you to I cannot say that I am practicing knowledge. That's how I know David, I know Anne. No, I know it. It's awareness, knowledge and experience here and now. Not there. What's the difference between a practice and a direct knowledge? Result is in the future. When you do the practice. That is why we say after the practice. But in the knowledge, it is here and now. So we'll follow the same steps, so that will deepen your understanding, awareness of the world around you. Means You know the world around you. Do you know yourself who knows the world around you? Yes, there is someone inside me who is the knower. So here we take, let it be the mind. How the mind knows the world? Because mind, through the sense organ, perceives the different shape, size, color, events, objects in time. Who divides this time? Knowledge. There is nothing to practice in the journey. Why? We are. Let us move little deeper, looking at the entire body. Why I see myself different from you. Because I limit myself that I am the body. This body is mine, and that body is yours. Hence, we are different. See that? What is this? This is ignorance. I see at the outer level. Going deeper into both the bodies, I see it is essentially the same. No, but your protein in your body is different from the protein in my body. After all, they both are protein. How they are different? Because of my wrong perception. I am the body. Now see why we say let us go inside. Why we say that? So step by step we are removing the ignorance of the mind. So I have been saying it is the subtle mind that is looking at the breath. Look at the breath. It is clear I am not the body. There is a movement in the breath. When I am not the body, but there is a movement in the breath, perceived by the subtle mind. Is it my breath or it is simply the breath? We just gave a label, it is my breath. Can I say that this breath is nothing but the vibration, the pulsation, nothing to do with going inside and coming outside? I have broken that barrier that I am the body. If I am the body, yes, breath goes in and out. If I am not, then it is simply a pulsation. And where the pulsation is, it is happening everywhere. What? Bring the knowledge here. It is happening everywhere. It is happening everywhere. It is happening everywhere. So that is the reason our masters named this pulsation as a prana. See that? prana. So, can I say go a little deeper? Deeper than this movement or this pulsation is where we encounter the thoughts and the feeling, visions and images. No worries. If it comes, go. I know them. If it goes, I know them, they are going. What a big deal. Do you see that? What is the experience of the seeker? That sweetness is permeating everywhere. Can I say that knowledge is permeating everywhere, in every thought, in every feeling, in every vision, in every color? I will see it. But now I know something deeper. See the other point of view. Thought is there. I know them. It is not there. Still I know that thought is not there. What a big deal. Why should I rush? And that knowledge is everywhere. I know it. I know that it is not there. So knowledge is still there. Knowledge without consciousness cannot be present. So can I say it is pure awareness and consciousness? Yes, I can say that. I can say that. Now many people say, we have to do a lot of breathing practices. Is breathing practices good for calmness? That doesn't apply here. You don't need anything. Knowing. Okay, let us go behind all these thoughts, feeling, images, vision, colors. What I say? I say there is nothingness. Very good. Who knows? There is a knowledge on both the sides. So here what happens, the mind loses the objectivity. What do you mean by that? Mind loses awareness what appears not true. No, I don't understand. Waves and the foams in the water appears true, but it is not. Essentially, it is water. What? What is this? Oh, you mean to say all the thoughts, feelings, sensation, colors, breath, body, the world outside is appearance? Answer is big yes. Appearance of what? That knowledge consciousness. Then what is this knowledge consciousness? I am. I am? Am I permeating everywhere? Yes. Where this consciousness is, everywhere. In which condition? In all condition. Behind the shape, it is that consciousness which is present in me, in you. How can I say you are different from me and I am different from you? Beginningless space. Is that space awareness? Knowledge is everywhere. If it is not even at one point in the space, I am limited, but it is not. One ego says I'm poor. The same ego says, come on, I am the body, mind, intellect. The mind returns there again and again, and we have to remove the ignorance by the knowledge. No, you are not there. Yatha aiva ikshurase krilapta tena vyapta aiva sharkara tatha vishwam mai kliraptam maya vyaptam nirantaram. Nirantaram, continuity, no beginning, no end. That consciousness is who I am. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Know your experiences and bring the hands down. We will share our experiences and followed by questions. How are you, Anne?
Doing well. Yeah, I was quite agitated in the beginning, but I feel calm now.
Calm now.
So, yes, it.
Only one thing we have to be aware. Do you know you were agitated? You know you were agitated, but agitation is not you. That much we need to know. That is what we need to know. But very good experience. How are you, David and Jerry?
Very good. I did enjoy the message at the beginning. Thank you. Very, very deep, white light and some flashing white light and very heavy body parts. Everything fell asleep, all my limbs.
Yeah, that's a beautiful experience. Dropping the identification with the body now comes as an experience of heaviness, and white light shows that the mind was absorbed into the space. How are you, Jerry?
Sir, I'm doing well. It's just a beautiful practice. I really feel that I am everywhere, that consciousness is everywhere, and that felt like I was smiling for the whole practice.
That's a deeper experience. Beautiful. So go to it, listen to it again and again, and then say, oh, where I am. How are you, Stephen? Oh, let us have Stephen first and then Kate. Yes.
in my experience was I was very centered right here in a very dark place. The entire meditation felt and saw, similar to David, I saw streaks of white light swirling through this point here. And then I will tell you, when you turned the recording back on, it was almost like a light switch went on, and I had this brightness, a really bright white light in my head and coming out here.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That's a deeper and a beautiful experience. Continue the journey. How are you, Kate?
I don't really have like words. Jerry did a nice. I aligned with Jerry.
Good.
It was just real. It was.
Lovely. Yes, that knowledge in us, which is beginningless and endless, how that can be confined into the prison of this body. If I express in that way, how it can be confined in the prison of the body and the mind, and my anger or my hesitation, nothing belongs to me. They simply appear and disappear. That is beautiful. How are you, John?
Good. So I had found stability in the body, and then
yes, I could see
with
that.
The breath, the breath not being a thing moving in and out, but the kind of the pulse. So.
Yes, your experience went to the breath, and that is, if you contemplate and reflect again and again, that is what happened to John. I am not the body. Now, mind is conditionally saying my breath is going inside and outside. When I'm not the body, how it can go inside and outside? How? Why? Not possible? No, don't tell me nowadays it's COVID-19. No, the truth is different. Knowledge is different. So we find a pulsation everywhere in the universe the moment we focus on the breath. So that gives a sense of wholeness, vastness. Beautiful. Sunita, kaisi ho? Sunita works for All India Radio. There is a entire radio network. She met me, I think, maybe 25 years ago. So, Vaibhav, how are you?
Sir, it feels like I did nothing. I was just sitting. My mind was eliminating everything, and in the end, it was all peaceful.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Again, contemplate and reflect on this principle. Whatever is seen by the sense organ, by the mind, is nothing but an appearance. They appear, they disappear. One day this guy in this body is appeared, next day it will disappear. That is the only difference. That is how we say birth and the death. There is nothing. How are you, Terry?
I'm good. I don't know if you can hear me. I can't see.
No, I can. We can see you.
It's acting really weird. I lost control of it. I'm good. I feel like I became a speaker today.
That's so wonderful.
I usually have a lot of anger when I'm having this agitated motion, and it's just gone.
I
And I
like
was
it.
just happy the whole time. And I was seeing a small white light when my eyes were closed, which they kept opening and closing, but I was just waiting to, as soon as I get the file, I'm going to play it again. I just want to listen to it over and over.
Yes. You see that? See the outer difference? John said a total steadiness in the body came naturally. And because of lot of challenges, the Terry has a constant movement in the body, but she had a similar experiences like David, Jerry, Stephen, and Kate. So what is the conclusion? In Hatha Yoga we say, come on, sit, still the body, and we are spending 10 years to still the body before we start meditation. And then our teacher also claims, no, your body was moving, you cannot go into meditation if the body continues to move. No, it has nothing to do with it at a higher level. So see this beautiful verse. Tantra is expansion of mind and liberation of energy. That is the simple definition. John was asking, expansion of the mind. How much? Balloon is mind. You continue to inflate it, and the time comes, burst. So let the mind burst and everything happens. That is the soul message of the Tantra. Any question that you like to ask?